Well, we should be live. Just checking everything real quick. YouTube is a little funky animal. And bingo! Hey everybody, Ranger J 1999 from the RSU crew and your host, coming back at you for some mini roster review madness. This is what we do, we like to help the community, and we're here to do some mini roster reviews. Have fun. This big news just dropped. I'm gonna talk about it here. We're gonna read through the post. We got relic announcements. So, oh my God! Someone messaged me that. I'm like, depression. So we're going to go through this. I've kind of skimmed over it, but I haven't fully read it. So we'll go through it together. But we're really here to mini roster reviews. It's here to help you with your Star Wars Galaxy Heroes accounts. So the way it works is if you're a Patreon, you know the deal. If you're a Patreon, put your ally code in. Let me know that you're a Patreon. You get first crack at it. I will look at your stuff for any questions you have about your rosters. After that, if you're not a Patreon, you can become a Patreon, $10 or more, and I'll look at your roster. Plus, you get the mini roster review or the in-depth roster review for your lunch thing. It's on the Patreon page. You can, if you don't want to do that, you can make a donation, and I'll look at your stuff. Some of you can't afford that, and I get it. It's totally cool. Put your ally code anyway, and I'll help you. That's what we do here at RSG. So that's kind of the levels. But Patreons, donations, and anybody else, that's kind of the order. I usually get through all these. So if you have questions about your account, please message me your ally code, and we'll start rocking and rolling. We see we already got some people in there. We got Calter Charlton in there. Glad to have you here. He was first. Dommy P, yes, relics are incoming. Chicken Gaming says 100% like ratio so far. Well, that works for me. Utah, hello everyone from Utah. Dr. Feelgood, he's the one that makes you feel all right. He's here. He says, question, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing this fast. It sucks. I'm just drinking nothing but water. I'm going to be, no, Revenator, not looking at that. Revenator, you're banned from me looking at rosters. You can donate whatever you want. You're on my poo-poo list right now. You've got me too many times with the Eternals ones lately. I didn't have to read them, but I did anyway. It's all fun. I'm joking with Revenator. But yeah, he's still on the poo-poo list. Lord Megatron's here. Hi, Ranger. Hey, Lord Megatron. Fourth Akagi, Minato Namikaze's here. Says, sup, Ranger. JV420's here as well. He says, sup, everyone. Who, question mark times 3, says, hi. Well, hi, buddy. So, yeah, we're just here doing roster. There's really nothing going on in the game. But let's look at this post, guys. Let's talk about this. It came down the pipe, and I think we need to discuss this. So let's look at this stuff. Yeah. Oh, they released another post on there? Well, yeah, I see the relic stuff, so we'll cover that. I'm covering that right now. So, hey, Foolish Force. Hey, McTweet. This is from CG Slices Be Crumb, from our feature producer, CG_154M. Hi, Holotable Heroes. In a few weeks, with the introduction of our next progression system, Relic Amplifiers, we are closing off additional gear tiers for all characters for the foreseeable future, after they reach Gear 13. Instead, gear and future gear materials will be used to improve a character's relic. We will also be kicking off a new round of changes intended to make it easier for players to reach higher gear tiers and access the relic systems. More on how this is going to work in a future post. Well, it'd be nice if we can make it easier, because my God, the stun cuffs and eyeballs and stuff are just outrageous. The next time you enter your character collection view on Gear 13 character after the update, here's what you're going to see. Okay, so there's the new relic piece there. And yeah, okay, so we believe this is a big change for the game, for us and for you, the players. We've been considering this change for some time. The gear progression system has been one of the biggest parts of our perfecting your collection of characters in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and a very regular point of vocal frustration. Gear has given us a lot of flexibility across releases, mainly to change and rebalance the power and utility of a large number of characters, but also to adapt to the game changing, new raids, the territory battles, etc. And while the current gear system has offered tremendous flexibility, it's starting to show its age as a marker of status, power, and aspiration Galaxy Heroes. And freshening up the game's progression system, we hope we can take concepts and routines familiar to longtime players and put a new spin on them. We also have some long-term plans on how to make this system even more exciting to players and more sustainable for us to update and build on, that we'll talk more about later this year. Finally, we're really excited for the opportunity to make iconic items from Star Wars feel much more integrated into your character's progression. As mentioned in the road ahead, the next progression system will be denoted by unique icon weapons and items from every single character in your collection. Our goal is for the process of reaching Gear 13 and unlocking this unique item to feel like a much more satisfying way of spending your time, perfecting your characters rather than just adding another generic piece of gear. We'll talk more about relic amplifiers, their functionality and stat space, and how you upgrade them in a series of follow-up posts. As with the introduction of mod slicing last year and the rollout of GAC, we will be providing a lot of context and a lot of words, outline our goals, and get a better sense of the feedback and needs of longtime players. Thanks for reading. Oh boy. Yeah, I am alone, Forthakagi. I'm just hanging out by myself. So it's all good. I usually do a lot of these by myself anyway. It's all good. Forthakagi. CBO says, hey, sup, Ranger. Sup, buddy. I don't know how to feel about this. It's starting to get ridiculous. It really is. This feels like just too much. We just got Gear 13 and everybody and their moms. I mean, the Gear 13, to get a character to Gear 13 is crazy enough as is. But then when you get them to Gear 13, now we're doing this as the substitute, and you use gear to power this up. It's too much, man. CG, sorry, but what the hell are you doing? I mean, Christ in heaven, you know, it's a lot, man. It's just, good Lord. I mean, do what you think is best for the game, but this better be the last crap for a while, because, I mean, players are getting burnt out. I mean, it's not... I hope that the changes that you were suggesting for gear, which I've heard before, so I don't buy it. I mean, I've heard it before, and then you feed a little bit of bone out there for us to get, and then it's like, great. That didn't really help. You know, you've added more stores, but now we have to farm more stuff to get access to those stores to use it for gear and stuff. So it makes more of our time invested into doing this stuff. So, I mean, I don't know what your plan is to help us get to Gear 13, but if there's going to be another stage after Gear 13 with the relic piece, I mean, and then we haven't even seen the stats and how this is going to affect, you know, the game overall. I mean, are these stats going to be ridiculous like the Gear 13 pieces are in some cases, where it's going to make characters just ridiculous? I mean, it's going to be a balancing issue, in my opinion, with these relic pieces. How significant are they going to be in the effect of once you get Gear 13, you know, then you add the relic piece, will that, you know, put a marker between those that have it and those that don't? I mean, it's crazy. So, ugh. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, we just got Gear 13, and we're all scrambling to try to get our characters to Gear 13. And getting to Gear 13 is not a joke, folks. It is a pain in the ass. The Gear 12 Plus pieces are hard to get. They're hard to farm. And, you know, it's hard to get your characters to Gear 13. I've got 6. I'm working on 7, I think, or something around those lines. And it's a lot, you know. So, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm kind of torn between this. I'm just... It's a little overwhelming. You know, we just got Gear 13. We're working on that, and now we're trying to get this relic piece. You know, imagine if they dropped like a level increase cap on us as well on top of this. I mean, you have to balance the fact that we have to farm all this crap. And then on top of that, what we're trying to do in the game, you're introducing new game modes. We got Lights GOTB coming soon, so we're going to have that on top of the raids, on top of the PvP, TW, and GAC. It's like, holy crap. You know, and that's not even talking about mods. Your mod system is a disaster, CG. I don't know how else to put this to you. It really is bad. It is really, it's unbalanced. It doesn't work. And, you know, it is causing consternation and frustration with the community. I hear it all the time. I mean, I do mods every day. The fact that in the last couple months I've gotten 2 mods, over 20, and I've done hundreds of mods, probably thousands of mods. I'm being humble here. And the fact that we can't even get mods at a certain level, because really the mod game is where it's at. You can get all the gear you want on these characters. It just increases their overall stats. But the mods situation is really more pressing to me than worrying about this stupid ass relic that you guys are putting out. Fix the mods situation. Mods have a bigger impact in this game more than anything. And to get the materials, I mean, you've got people scrambling to try to be competitive, but they really have no shot. The drop rate on mods for the speed is awful. I don't even know why people buy mods out of the store, because I've rolled in the last months or 2 months 60 mods out of there for the fans of RSG, and out of those 60, 2 have gone above 10 gold mods that have hit 10. They don't hit speed. That doesn't do anything for me whatsoever for Arena, for TW, for GAC. It can go on one of my lesser characters. Great, it went from an 8 to a 12. But in the end game with GAC and TW, it's people that have mods and people that don't have mods. And if you have really no opportunity, and who wants to sit all day and work on mods? That's the crazy thing. I do remodding services because I try to help people get this squared away. But it's tough. You know, they're frustrated because they're busting their ass, spending crystals to get, you know, mods and trying to roll them, and it never hits. It just doesn't. You know, you get lucky once in a while and you get a mod that has some good stats otherwise, like an offense mod with an offense that hit 4. Great, but those are few and far between too. With all the remodding I've done lately, I see it through people's inventory. They've got all these mods and they're just worthless. You know, the stats don't even make sense. You get an offensive mod with defensive stats, like, great, that doesn't do anything for you. So I think mods is the biggest issue. And so instead of putting out stuff like Relics for gear progression, which we really don't need, fix the mods. That's the bigger issue. Mods have way more of an impact than this Relic. Now, we'll see what the Relic does. It could be just as bad. So, what's the gear going to take for it? What are the stats going to increase to it? I mean, we'll have to see what's going on. But you guys need to pull back for a little bit, CG. This is my suggestion. I'm not ranting. I'm not raving. I'm just saying you guys need to pull back a little bit and look at mods more than you need to look at introducing all this other crap. This system is broken and it doesn't work. I'm lucky enough that I have really good mods. But a lot of people out there, especially when they're starting, do not get good mods. Once in a while you hit it, but it's like it's craziness. So I think you guys need to focus on fixing the mod system. When you did mods 2.0, I think you made a mistake. I think you need to go back and rethink about what mods are impacting. You know, you guys talk about, well, speed's not the most important stat. Yes, it is. And if you think it's not, you're smoking crack. Because if a character goes first, you win. Way it works on most of the teams. It sets up your defense and it sets up your offense. Certain characters need speed. Now, they don't all need speed. Of course, other characters like your tanks and your attackers need good damage and they need to be beefy. But it puts people at a huge disadvantage. I can tell who's going to win, and not by Gear 13, but by mods. You can have all the Gear 13s in the world, but if I see someone that has crazier mods than another person, most likely they're going to win, because the mods give them that advantage. So I think you need to address that issue more than putting out this Relic crap. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. I mean, I'm not excited about Relics. It's something else to farm, and we've already got an ass load of crap to farm. I hope it works out for you. I'll see what you put out. I'll see what the stats are for it. But ideally, it doesn't really... It's just something else to farm and make somebody go for once they get Gear 13. But I hope you have a good plan for Gear 13, because that is a nightmare. Some characters are easy to get to from 11 to 12. Some are a nightmare. I'm doing Geonosis and Brood Alpha. I need 3 eyeballs and 2 stun guns. And those are just damn near impossible to get unless you use crystals. You know, they come from the raids, but if you try to farm them, good lord, the drop rate is awful for those. So, yeah. All right, let's see who else is in chat. A lot of stuff happened while I was on my little thing there. Domi P says, what I can't believe is that Gear 13 is aging according to their post. It was just introduced. Yeah, I don't understand that statement either. You just put out Gear 13 and it's already aging? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's all right, man. I'll tell you not to join me. Hey, Darth Raven 1023. Ben Balloons, I'm very sad as I'm unable to get Thrawn 7-star because I can't do the last battle out of the 4 on the last tier. Check your gear. It's really about having the Omegas on certain characters, Ben, and if you can I get it with the Gear 8, Gear 9. Just stick with it, man. I know Phoenix is not the best team you want to invest in, but it can be done, man. You just have to keep your nose to the grindstone. If I can do it drunk 6 hours, I know you can do it too, buddy. Revenant is just another form of gear wall. It will probably be good for winter players, but still have to catch to it. Yeah, I think so. Darth Revan, at least per the road ahead, you can use old gear, so hopefully no new gear requirements for a while. I hope so. Hey Rooster says, hey there, hi there, ho there. Hey, welcome Rooster. Dommy P, I bet relics will add speed. They know this makes a huge difference in PvP. I know, but it's after Gear 13, so if that's the case, if that's what I'm reading, and I could be misunderstanding this, if it is something that adds speed, you're already adding characters to Gear 13 that already have the speed boot. I just, oh boy. Question, do you think CG Top Hat made Vader's relic item a top hat? Could be. McTweet, I looked at the Gear 13, I looked at it that Gear 13 is the end of traditional gearing and that gear is capped at 13. I'm happy about that. I mean, it's an endpoint, but it's still not an easy endpoint to get to. We talked about LODs. Yeah, CBS says, I'm just trying to get my things to Gear 12. Yeah. Doc Ravish's question, hey Ranger, if I have to platoon my HT, what ship should I use to try and beat the Phase 2 Gear Geos? Can't seem to get it done. You put his ally code in. There's really nothing you can do, man. Let me see here. Someone's messaging me. Who's messaging me? Hold on a second, guys. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Always busy in Discord, always busy doing something. Let's look at your stuff real quick, Doc. I'll come back to you, Doc Ravage. Minato, the only relic I care about is my lightsaber. I built the... get out of here, Minato. Revenue, I need a quality life on mods, more inventory space, and better management system. I agree. Also, delete from inbox option. I agree. Doc Ravage says the mod system needs RNG taken out of it. I agree. Kaya, the only good thing this will help with TV. That's it, I think. I'm with you on that, Kaya. See, Doc Ravage. Okay. Minato, it's true, mods are crazy. I can't get away with Gear 11 Mallet because I'm so much faster than my Arena Shard. That's where it comes down to. Doc Ravage, when they did mod selection, they should have allowed us to combine 2-speed mods to up the speed for one of them. They can still monetize, but at least you know what you're getting. I know, right? Yeah, mods suck to farm decent speed. They do. Ben says, I'm unable to get 7 stars drawn. Okay, we already looked at that. Yeah, Ben, I'd have to look at what you're doing, but it can be done, man. If you're talking about your mods, go look at Remon's mods. Okay, Fourth Akagi. You need to go and rethink your life. All right, Revenator. Let's see.
How's it going?
Hey, Darth Revan, 1023. Just going through the chat here. Yuta, they keep seems to want to put band-aids on things and stop the bleed and fix and heal things. I don't know. Xylo says, screw this. I'm going back to working 7 days a week. Oh, Lord. Damn, Xylo's fired up. Rose Taco, can't even really do a Gear 13 farming because of the character shards I still need. I know, right? I mean, mine's a pretty well balanced roster. Now, I'm focusing separate, so let's look at my... Well, I'll get off of here. We've read the post. Is there anything else that came out?
It's like I just did a video on the relic pieces.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, the number where, like, the Thrawn's gun is, like, there's a 0 underneath it. But I think that number is going to... They're going to be, like, adding gear... In a way, adding gear pieces, but increasing the amount of levels you can increase it. So you can go from, like, a 1 or a 2, and that'll give you stats based on the level, and so they can cap off levels and change stats for different characters to rebalance them as they increase the levels of it.
Yeah. Hey, Darth Mike. Mickey! Okay, Minto's just done. He said, Ranger asked earlier if you look at my roster. Okay, let me go back up here. Sorry, I've been kind of going through and... Alright, Minato wants me to look at his clones. My clones are all Gear 9 or higher. They're 7-starred. Some are, they're it just be about gear. Yeah, they're there. I just need to put gear on them. I'm not too worried about when the clones come and stuff. 367 854. Let's do a search. That's someone else I put in there. I'll look. Revenue's been spamming all these random numbers. I'm looking at it. Alright, he says, you look at my clones and I should mod them for the rework. Also Shakti in order so Gear 12 my GR tunes. For your GR, let's look real quick before I go to your clones. Let's see. I'd do Padme next. If you're, Padme's, I would do her, and then look at your clones. I mean, your clones are fine. They're Gear 12. I wouldn't really do anything, honestly, Minato.
I thought you said about modding.
Yeah, but I mean, with the new rework, I think Echo damage.
A lot of offense.
A lot of offense. Rex, Rex, I would probably change it. I mean, speed and crit chance, so that you can get that big hits when it goes off.
Chance because
that's true.
Unique gives like 40% crit chance to 501st clone troopers.
Yeah, you can go pure offense on him and speed. I mean, speed set make. What would be a good set? Speed, probably, but what would be the other one?
Speed and like health. Maybe you beef his health up so he doesn't die as easily, but you want him to die, so Fives can sacrifice himself.
Yeah, you could do that. Make Fives really beefy, as well. You're going to make Fives beefy. I'd wait before we do anything. I mean, we saw what the 501st 3 Echo, Rex, and Fives are getting right. No announcement of Cody. We don't know what new characters coming out. Shakti, we don't know where her farm's going to be. I think Shakti is going to be important with this. I wouldn't do anything with Ahsoka. I would still see, from what I've seen so far, keep Ahsoka on your GR team. She just fits better there. Yeah, you can put her.
Have the possible new Malik style event coming out too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I would say
501st based. It could be something else.
Yeah, Minato, I would say just chill on your clones for the moment until we get the actual reworks and see what plays out. Let's look at that. Those are some ideas on modding, but I would say your clones are fine with where they're at. The mods are fine. Just don't do anything with your clones until we get a better feel and grasp of what's happening with the clones. I just
probably Horde Gear for the Gear 12 and
Gear
12 pluses.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job. I mean, he always does. He always does a great job.
But they're probably going to be required for the light side, though.
Yeah. So, Wayne Murphy Jr.'s here. Says, what's good? What's going on, brother? /Friend Road. So, Mods 6D coming soon. God, I hope not. David Bond, how is this any different than Gear 14? That's a good point, man. Hey, Doc Ravage just subscribed. Thank you very much. Wherever you subscribed at, thank you. It doesn't tell me whether it's Twitch or if it was on YouTube. I didn't suppose. So, Hi Ranger, absolutely this game is all about has the fastest mod. Wins. If you can beat my 320 speed Darth Revan, you lose. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Matt Bailey, single paper 501st to get rid of percentages. CBO question, now that I have Malik, should I stay with Sith Trooper, current Gear 10 or Gear Sith Trooper Marauder? If you're Marauders, if you have Malachi's Gear 11, I'd stick with Trooper. You could get away if he's super fast and beefy with Marauder, but you'd have to get your Marauder Gear 12 as well. He's not really effective till Gear 12, so I would wait on that. Now, somebody else had put their roster. Let me go back and look here.
But that extra speed, though, from
Ravage.
Gear 13 is ridiculous on Malik.
Yeah.
I know 12 pluses in the speed set, adding 10 more.
Yeah, I'm so burnt out on Arena now and stuff and ships. I mean, my farm is getting there. I'm just focusing on mods, and I'm sick of focusing on mods. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of farming them. I'm sick of rolling them.
Every day too.
It's just nothing ever hits. It's like, it makes me not want to spend money in this game. I'll
get a hit occasionally, up to like a 15 or something, but it's.
But when it's not that I'm not in the best spot. I'm in a pretty decent spot with my mods, but that's because I've been an absolute madman. But it's like, good God in heaven, it's frustrating. All right, Doc Ravage wanted me to look at something. Let me get him squared away. We wanted to look at his ships. I don't think there's a good answer here. I mean, look here, 298, 869. 985. So if we remove houndstooth, I have not been able to beat. I've been trying geos. I don't know what you've been trying, but I'll use houndstooth. It really comes down to who do you use. If you give up your houndstooth, what can you do to beat it? It's been super frustrating for a lot of players. On what do they use? I don't know what you're using, Darth.
I don't beat the other one if I can't use my houndstooth, but a lot of people in Alliance, they use Emperor's Shuttle.
Yeah.
Just to heal and stuff on it. And, what was it?
Even with houndstooth, I've not beaten the damn thing.
I beat it if I used, with Thrawn's capital ship.
Yeah. You have to use Thrawn. Yeah, you have to use Thrawn, but if you go in there with other ships, what are your options? This has to be dark side. I mean, the
High Reaper
yeah.
you can use.
I mean,
The
I go with
Shovel.
Imperial TIE Fighter. He dodges a lot, but not against Din. The problem with that team, too, is like there's such high tenacity and there's such high pain. It
Yeah.
just,
So
you
like, you have to
can't
use
land
like
anything. You
the
can't
TIE
land.
Reaper to like reduce the turn meter of the capital ship.
You
Use
know,
the shuttle to heal yourself, and hopefully you live long enough with like Geos out or something to
yeah, I've tried
get
Geos,
anywhere.
but goddamn, man, even with the stuff on them, they just get wasted, and especially day 4. Because I've given up my hound. I'll usually give up my Malak Revan, my houndstooth. I'll give up all that stuff for the guild so that they can, our heavy hitters can go in there and do that. Yeah,
we don't
Sith Bomber's
use
pretty good.
anything
I've tried
baseball.
Xanadu. I'm trying different combinations. I don't think there's
It's rough.
It's super rough, man. I mean, if you get Mace, then you're pretty solid. And by solid, I mean you have a
You
fighting
have a chance.
If you go in there and Houndstooth and get Kenobi, you're going to get Rawful
I
stomped.
think I got Kenobi on both of mine one time. Last one.
Yeah, it's.
I was like, this sucks. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what'll happen with Geos at Gear 12. Will that make enough of a difference? And I'm just not seeing it because at Gear 11, I mean, they just get vaporized, man. Maybe, yeah, someone's saying Revenue Sith plus Empire ships work well together. It just depends, man. Kenobi's ship on the Phase 4 hits so hard that, you know, RNG will come and bite you right in the
depends
ass.
on the starting lineup too. What they have. If you get bad starting lineup, because that starting lineup changes
Yeah,
too.
that's true. The starting lineup change of which ships come in and what you're facing. There's so much stuff. I don't have a great answer for you, Doc.
Because it changes so much. Like you can go in like every single time, go in and get the worst lineup, and you're just doomed.
Yeah, Geos get wrecked. I think your best is Sith Empire. Looking at it, but there's really no. The problem with the dark side is there's really only the Houndstooth as a tank. Right, he's the tank of all tanks, but at least on light side you've got like Biggs. You can do some
You
stuff.
have the Sith bomber.
Oh, that's true. You can use the Sith Bomber. I keep forgetting about that stupid ship. But I mean, how many people have worked on Sith Bomber? You know, we've been so inundated with.
I don't work on it, but I have it at 7 stars.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to work. I'm doing Anakin's ship. I think we're going to need that ship for light side. I'm finishing IG and Xanadu. Maybe I start working on some of those ships. So maybe I go with Sith Bomber. The new droid Vulture ship is supposed to help out, so maybe that's the answer, Doc. Yeah, I think Bomber, Vader, TIE Fighter pilot would be pretty nice. I like that combination.
And you use like Scimitar in there to get more Sith ships.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Then you have General Grievous capital ship coming up too, which might be the key.
maybe that's the key. But yeah, the recommended lineup. I mean, your ships are great, and I'm still trying to pull shit out my ass to try to get you something. You know, I mean, you try that out. You've done a great job with your ships. They're all there, dude. I mean, this is a really fantastic job with ships. But yeah, I still don't have a solid answer for you, brother. You don't have Houndstooth, man. Something, and you get Kenobi. Shit's going to get melted quick. So, so maybe Sith Bomber. Work on that.
And you also have Slave 1 for Dark Side, which is another tank.
It's another tank, but it's
Squishy.
It's so squishy, man. I'll bring him off the bench, like, aha,
Come in with like crit immunity, taunt,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
retribution. They just go dispel, and you're just like,
yeah.
he's doomed.
You get dispelled, and you're like, oh my dear lord. I mean,
He's dead.
You got Sith Bomber. Yeah,
There's a few tanks on Dark Side.
I
There's
mean,
not a lot of
yeah,
really
it's Sun
good-
Fac, but Sun Fac gets toasted too. I mean,
Yeah.
his
You have Houndstooth.
stun doesn't land. You know,
It's like
so,
Dark Side has Houndstooth, Light Side has Biggs, and that's really about it.
you know, I mean, that's really your best options. That just get ooh. Rooster saying Bomber, Sunfac, Gauntlet, Starfighter could be a combination.
Just throw 3 tanks to start off with.
They're saying Vulture Droid can get him 6 stars, but yeah, I think it'd be 7-star for that battle on him. So it's not really.
It's 6 for day 1, day 2, 7 for 3, 4.
Yeah. So hey, Spaceman Tim Better here says howdy Ranger. Hey buddy, what's going on? So I don't know, Doc. Play around with it. I'm still trying to play around with it, especially when I give it my Houndstooth. Like, please God, don't be Kenobi. Okay, it's Kenobi. What I'm going to go in with, and then I do the best I can. It's like, yeah, that didn't work out too well.
Same way if you like use bounty hunters on combat missions, then you get mace.
Yeah. So it's so dependent on what you're facing, what lineup you get, where your ships are at. It's RNG is a huge factor in that battle because they're so ridiculously overpowered on that phase 4. So we did pretty well last battle. I mean, I beat it, but I had houndstooth this time. The other times I've given up houndstooth. Just stomped. I was like, damn, man, I didn't even have a shot at this. I was trying to be clever too. I'm like, well, if I do this and then I bring this in, and then you look at what you get, you're like, well, okay, that's not the lineup I wanted to see, and that's Kenobi. I'm pretty much going to take it in the pooper, and I end up
good for everything but one lineup, and that one lineup
shows up, and you're like, damn. But we'll see. Once Vulture, yeah, that's a good point, Ravener. Once people start getting 7-star on their Vulture droid, and maybe we get the new capital ship from Grievous, that's going to take time for us to farm.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's going to take
for health and protection.
Yeah, we're going to have to farm it and get it up, and it's just like, good lord. I mean, I'm still trying to work on Kenobi. Still haven't seen 15 shards. I'm going for a Kenobi ship. I think it's going to cost me. I think we're going to need it for light side, so I'm working on it. But, oy vey. Oh, God. The farming in this game is crazy. Let's see what else everybody else is saying. They tweet, I look at that and I was frustrated that my Gear 11 characters were no good anymore, and then Gear 12 was the cap. Then I had to gear my characters up to Gear 13 once. I thought that they were done, so Gear 13 being the end. Let's see.
We probably still have another almost month before the Relic comes out.
Yeah.
They said a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Be more updates and stuff. So about a month or so, you're probably going to see Relics.
We'll see it. Question from Hellenix. Relics are just Gear 13. GACs are just Tournaments 3.0. Mods blow because speed doesn't roll. Players are ticked. My ask is, anyone surprised by this Relic announcement? Yeah, I mean, that's what they think they have to do. And I'm fine. I hope it works. But, I mean, it's too much, man.
They gave the idea of Relics back on the road ahead, but it was a brief kind of summary. It said new abilities, so it could just be like adding a new ability though too.
Yeah.
And adding maybe some like strength or agility to the characters while giving them a new ability.
Yeah, it's another grind. It's just something to add, but it's not addressing the bigger issues. I think mods, I mean, they have not done anything since Mod 2.0 came out. It's just been a dumpster
like increase
fire.
Mod cap. Maybe like instead of being all 4 stats when you slice them up, you get to choose 2 and it'll hit one or the other.
Right.
Or something like that. Be like, I want offense or speed. I don't want the tenacity and the defense hit.
Yeah, I know, right? And then some mods, when I'm remodding, I was talking about this earlier for King on Darth Revan, you get an offensive mod with like all defense stats. You're like,
sell.
What the hell, man? Rooster Ranger, did you just complain about getting it up? Well, that's why we have the pickles here at already. Spaceman Tim says, traffic is the worst. Glad you had this stream going to help ease the ride to the airport. Brother, that's what we do. Appreciate you watching. So keep your questions coming. Keep your roster. Remember, if you're a Patreon, let me know. Put your alley code in. We'll look at your stuff. We've looked at a couple rosters already. If you'd like to donate to support the stream and what we're doing, please do. Everything we get goes back into keeping the stream up and working on things. So, yeah. So, and if you can't, still put your alley code in. I'll help you out.
Yeah, David, I think Relics is definitely going to be a boost to increasing the easiness of GOTB.
Yeah, I think Kai had said it earlier, and I agree with her. When she said that it's probably going to help, like GOTB stuff like that, but it won't really do anything else. We'll have to see. I mean, we don't.
There said it'll help for like new raids and stuff like that too. So they pretty much said there's new raids coming.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see what's happening.
It in that Relic post, it was in there.
Yeah, we still have to see what light side GOTB is going to contain for us. That'll be fun.
It'll be harder than dark side.
It is, but I think we're more.
Hoth is.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit more prepared. A lot of us have our clones in a pretty decent spot.
A few more stars requirements and stuff like that.
Yeah, something like that. We've got more light side flexibility than we do dark side. Dark side is a very in your face on, like, if you give up stuff, you're pretty much screwed, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Some people you can't give up. They just don't have any other teams ready. So, especially if you give up like 2 teams. They say you give up like your Darth Revan and you give up your bounty hunters. So that doesn't leave a lot to the imagination.
Or Darth Revan Night Sisters.
Sure. You give up your Night Sisters and Darth Revan, 2 teams that do very, very well in the GOTB. Then you're left with what? Palpatine does okay. Traya does fine. But you have like 4 to... So many battles.
Freya, bounty hunters, and some other scraps.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean,
most you need like 5 teams for too.
I mean, you try to get your geos up for the separate so you can get the special missions done to get that extra GP for your guild and stuff. So yeah, but Scott Maldonado, who do you think the best character to Gear 13 for Galactic Republic? Is Padme a good bet? She is. If my first choice is always Gear 13, it's going to be Kenobi. Kenobi and Anakin are my first 2 choices. Padme's third on that list. I don't know where you have them placed for you, Darth Revan, but for me, when I do Gear 13 for those characters, it'll be Kenobi first, then Anakin, and then Padme. If you had a choice of your top 3 GRs you would do first, who would you pick?
You also have R2 in there.
Yeah, R2, he's just a character. I don't just necessarily consider him GR, I just considered him just light side.
He's multi-factions.
Yeah, you can use him in anywhere, pretty much. Resistance, Rebels, GR. He's a great one to take to Gear 13. I put him up there.
Yeah, General Kenobi, Padme. With the clones, probably them too. Yeah. The 501st clones.
Well, let's leave clones aside for a second. Just the GR where it stands right now.
They'll be up there in like the top 5 or 10 or so.
Doc Ravage, just about to start putting Zetas on General Grievous. What's the priority for PvP versus territory battle? It doesn't matter. Mental Monstrosity is still the one you want for either. That's the one I recommend first. Grievous with
those extra turns help.
Yes. Mental Monstrosity is always the best one to go for the first. So keep your questions in, guys. We're hanging out. We're chilling. We're doing roster reviews. We're answering your questions. Go for a couple hours here. Hang out with you guys. We'll see how it goes. I'll go up to 3 hours if we're getting a lot of requests for roster reviews and questions and interaction. If not, I'll go around 7. Because then I'm going to be hanging out with Mist on his stream at 9:30 p.m. I know Dogerson has his thing he does on Twitch. It's a fun time, so check that out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on tonight. No. And tomorrow I've got the lunch stream, but then I've got a meeting with the ACS. I don't know if we'll get Naruto in tomorrow. If we don't, we'll have to try to figure out something. But then tomorrow night we'll have Battlefront. We got Jedi Academy coming up. I probably will do another modding session since I missed Monday with you guys on Saturday. We'll do some of that. It depends if Finn and Nick Van are playing Magic. But yeah, get your questions in. Get your roster review request in. You guys know the deal. I've explained it enough. Yeah, we're having fun. Hanging out, talking about the game. We continue the farm, man. I'm just looking at this farm for Geo. I'm just going down the line here. Gear. It's all gear now. I was so happy today, man.
That's all I'm farming is gear.
I did Jordica, got him to 7-star. I was so happy, dude. I was like, yes.
Yeah,
finally.
All dark side is going to gear.
Yeah, it's all separatists. They're all going to gear 12. And then once they announce light side GOTB, I'll worry about that. Foolish Force says, question, what cantina farm should I do? Marauder or Geos? He wants me to look at his stuff. Let's look at it real quick. Let's get your alley code here. We'll put it in Foolish Force and see what we can come up with for you, buddy. Let's see. We got 372 642 32 3. I'm all over the place. What am I doing?
Yeah, I missed 2 in there because it was
72
hidden.
642 327.
Like just to get to 7 stars, or actually gear?
Well, he's looking at what should he farm.
Said farms, I'm guessing stars.
Yeah, stars. Let's look at your geos real quick. What we're talking about? Geo Spy, Geo Soldier.
And Poggle's not 7 either.
Versus your Sith Empire.
Marauder's at 3.
Finish your Separatists.
Yeah, the Geos.
Yeah.
Because Sith Marauder's level 1, 3-star. The other ones are already geared and has gear on them.
Yeah, I'd finish up your Geos. Get them done. Then you can go back and do Marauder. So, yeah. I like it. I think it's a good plan.
Especially with Brood already 7 stars.
1.2 million GP already has Darth Revan Gear 13. Fantastic. So good.
Yeah.
It is so goddamn good. Good job, Foolish. Just seeing that makes my heart happy.
And it's Darth Revan's 320 speed.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad you guys have the advantage of having streams like this that kind of give you an insight of, like, if you wanted to do something, where to farm and who to farm and follow the path and not go through a lot of the fluffy fluff that some of us old timers had to go through.
Nothing where you needed specific teams just for mods farming.
Xlore says, hello there. Hey, Xlore. He says, question, who do I need to gear 13 first? Jedi Council or Cup? Well, those are two awful choices, in my opinion, but if you're going to just be cheeky and do it, I'd go Jedi Council. Counselor, yeah, Cup is just really bad.
At least he has a ship.
He's got a ship. He's somewhat useful.
It's a healing ship, so
I mean,
useful.
Yeah. But bad choices, in my opinion. But if we're going to tit for tat, feast for famine.
Over my top 100 list.
No, not there at all. I think we were sitting with Miss one night. It was me, Ron, and Miss a couple weeks back. We were doing, like, what are 40 characters we could remove from the game, and we sliced 40 characters off.
Both of them?
Yeah, those are, yeah. Rose Taco says you need to gear the Gungans first. Well, they're not in the game, Rose, so you're wrong. Darth Teflon says, who should I put my next Zeta on, please? And he put his ally code in. We'll look at that for our good friend Darth Teflon. Matt Billy says, I have 50 cents that the GR Jedi should still be important. I wouldn't doubt it, brother. 172. But would I gear 13 in one of them? No. 394449. Okay. Let's see, who do we want to do as Zeta next? Let's give him some options here. Good looking Darth Revan team. Let's see, Boss has his too. Let's go through the teams. If anything pops up, I'll give you some suggestions. Binders are fine. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Ow. Wow, that was a sudden and violent sneeze. Wow, that one hurt. Wow, that knocked the crap out of me. Oh, man. Alright, Joyce look fine. B1, B2, okay. First order, how are we looking? Maybe eventually one on Kylo Ren, but I think I can find something better for you. GR, how are we looking? They're all done. Ah, Kenobi. There's one. Maybe second one on Mother Talzin. Doc is a possibility. Kenobi's the one I'm leaning toward right now.
That's the one I see.
Zalbar. Zalbar
yeah,
could use his.
That was another. But what else is there?
Look at those rebels. They're okay. Resistance. They're okay. Separatist. Separata. They're actually pretty good. Second one on Geonosis from Brood Alpha. So, yeah, those three kind of stick out.
Not a whole lot to Zeta.
Yeah.
Priority-wise.
Yeah, I'd say maybe Junior Brood Alpha, finish that off. You could go Kenobi. That's a great Zeta for the GR team.
Especially if you have Padme Zeta, you might...
Absolutely.
Zeta lead, you're going to need GK for it to talk, because they're just going to have crit immunity as long as they have protection up.
So there you go. So there's some suggestions for you, my friend, Foolish Force. What else? Any three question? How did your TDW go? Our second opponent in a row didn't even get through our front wall. Do you think TB matchmaking is screwy like it is for GAC? I don't know. A bunch of people said bless you, thank you. Foolish Forces, I hope Cup gets a cup for a special item. Okay.
A little coffee mug down
yeah,
there.
we have close matches. It was a close match today. We lost, but yeah. I don't know. I think the matchmaking has been pretty solid so far, but you do get missed matches still. That's just the way it is. No, I'm going to get out of here, Foolish. Or what else? Only three. Remy Vinay says, hello, Archie people. My first impression on the 501st rework is not that impressive for that many Zetas. Thoughts? No, I disagree. I think they're pretty nasty, actually.
Yeah, 5 Zetas though for 3 tunes is rough.
It is rough. I'm not going to say that the Zeta requirements aren't crazy, but what you get for those Zetas, not too shabby, in my opinion. Not too bad.
Though some of those Zetas might not even be necessary, depending on what part of their abilities the Zeta falls on.
True. So, we got to see the rework complete. Oh, God, Finn's here. Thanks for being here, Finn. You're not even going to jump in the chat, huh? That's the voice. So, Finn sucks again. Dr. Feelgood says hi, Finn. There you go. So, Finn's causing a ruckus up in the chat. Drinking some more Wawa. Doing this cleanse sucks, but I gotta do it. So, and we should have some more news. Me and Finn are working on the ACS stuff. Finn says, I hope to Twitch stream something tonight. I'm still working. You're always working. Yeah, Xylo 5 Zetas and 3 work characters, but man, they are pretty powerful. Go look at those reworks. Xylo's pretty damn good, man.
Some of them already had Zetas, like 5s.
Yeah, but the reworks, they're pretty nasty. I looked at that and I said, well, droids are pretty much toast.
Especially if like a General Skywalker comes out.
Alright, quit saying hi to Finn, everybody. Damn it. Kenobi or Anakin Zeta first for Padme team. I tend to lean on Anakin get the call and assist for Padme. I think that's important.
I would say it depends if you have the Zeta on Padme's lead or not, too.
Yeah, that depends on what you got on Padme. But let's say if they're both done, let's just assume. I like Anakin's a little bit more than I do Kenobi's.
If you don't have Kenobi's, though, he won't taunt.
He does taunt.
Or not very often.
Not as often. But I can get away with that. But I do like this call and assist with Anakin and Padme
for offensive,
more.
Maybe Anakin, but defensive, maybe Kenobi.
Yeah, I agree with that statement, too. I agree with that 100%. Dr. Phil gets this question, when will we see another Finn Ross episode? And I hope not too soon. Yeah, we don't need more Finn Ross. Zyler question, I have the Zeta on 5s. Do we now switch one that we will change it to, or just a refund? I don't know about that, how that'll play out if you already have the Zeta on. That's a good question, Xlor.
They might refund it just because of how much it changes their abilities, though. Most mass changes, they just refund the Zetas.
Yeah, Finn's saying, well, what time are you looking to do this nonsense, Finn? Because I don't want to overlap, dumbass. So when are you planning on doing your Twitch stream? Pick a time, because I wasn't planning on going to 8. It depends on how active we are in the stream and stuff. But if you're going to try to say something at 7, let me know. I might still stop at 7 and see how many roster reviews and stuff we get. But 10 minutes? Piss on you!
But earlier he
said... Shut up, Finn. Jackass. He's like, haha, just kidding. See, this is the stuff I deal with, y'all. Y'all think Finn's all cute and cuddly. He's not. He's not cute. He's not cuddly. He's a very mean, bitter little troll. Probably around 9. Okay. Alright. You know, Finn, you could come hang out with me in Mist instead of just jerking around. I'm just throwing that out there, Finn. Oh, we continue on with... Keep your questions coming, guys. Keep your roster review questions coming. That's what we're doing. If you'd like to donate, feel free. Donations are always appreciated for the stream. Helps us pay the bills to keep the stream going. So, oh yeah, and while I'm here, if you guys would like, just so you guys know about it, I do have my modding service. I always forget to do this. Ranger Day 1999 modding services. You can see everything on there. $15 for every 500 KGP, so $30 for every million. And I work a little bit on the cheap, and I'll get all your mods fixed for you, get your teams remodded, get your inventory squared away. You can hang out with me while I'm doing it for $20 more. So there you go. If you guys would be interested in that, just hit me up in Discord. There you go. Ranger Day 1999 mods.
Definitely some of the cheaper ones. If you look around, they go pretty expensive.
I work on the cheap. And I do a good job. I guarantee you'll be very happy and be more successful. I can't fight the battles for you, but I'll have your team ready to go to fight the battles. So there you go.
As best as your roster can do.
Yeah, I always work with what you got. yeah, do the best with what you got. So, yeah. And you're welcome, Fantee said, okay, thank you. He said he did have both Padme Zeta, so cool. Torin Jack says, what's up, everyone? Hey, Torin, what's going on, my friend? We're just hanging out. I'm doing roster reviews, answering questions from the community. We just got the Relic news. We're just chilling out. So just hanging out, looking at stuff. Really not much going on in game. We got another territory war coming up. We've got the new TB coming up. And we continue the grind. I continue the grind on my characters. I'm just trying to get them all to gear 12. I've 7-starred all the Separatists. I'm so happy about that. So now I just got to get the gear on them. They're all gear 11 except I think IG Magna Guard. But I'll do him later because I'm going to get the Geos done. Then I'll go back and do the rest of that crap. Geos are kind of important for the Dark Side GeoTV.
Skywalker Vader had a question.
Okay. Question. Mods for Gear 11, Malik. I really don't have any good speed mods without hurting other characters at the moment. Help me, Obi-Wan. Laughing out, thanks. All protection. Protection primaries. Cross.
You can't afford health set or something like that. Maybe do health. You can't do a speed
set.
Yeah,
you can do health. You could go like tenacity and health, and then the primaries make like your protection. Yeah. That's a great set.
Protection arrow with some decent speed on it. Do that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Make him really tanky.
Finn says he needs to decompress. I'll decompress you, little monkey ass.
You just don't want him to get hit and drop 2 or 3 sections at once and waste his 3 free turns and 1 free turn.
Are you talking about me beating up Finn, or are you talking about the question?
The Malik.
Oh, okay. I was talking about me beating the crap out of Finn. I'm like, well, that's true. If I hit Finn twice, and then he takes a turn, and then he doesn't do anything to me, then I hit him back again, then he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you just don't want your Malik to be from 100% to under 25% in one hit.
Yeah. But yeah, protection.
Instead of 3.
Foolish Force question: what gear and star level does Ness need to be for soloing teams? Gear 11, 4-star. She can do it. That's how stupid she is.
Depends on the teams.
Yeah, but usually
you're more limited.
Yeah, Ewoks, Phoenix, you'll.
And if you do Ewoks, you want high tenacity, or somebody to give her more tenacity. Otherwise, she'll get dazed.
But yeah, she's pretty potent with the Zeta at gear 11. Probably say the safe bet is 5-star. Just to be safe. She's got enough health and protection on her at that point that she can still go kick ass depending on the mod you put on her. So, yeah. Dexatronic, what's going on? I don't really have any questions with my roster because you guys keep me full of SWGOH knowledge, but I wanted to kick with you guys. Dexatronic, come on down, brother. I'd be drinking, but I'm drinking water, so I'm on a fast. Princess, careful where you kick other people around. Brother, I don't miss. I'm not going to kick your mom. She'll probably help me kick your ass. Finn's gonna do some Magic the Gathering stuff. Oh, he's talking about Dexatronic. Okay, I thought you were talking about me when I'm beating your ass, Finn. Shadow says, next Zeta suggestion: Wat, Shakti, or clones. Wat, pretty damn good character and pretty good Zeta. I'm still saying be hesitant on Shakti or clone. We're gonna need them, but I mean, if you can get Wat squared away, that's nice, man.
Yeah, Wat.
I really like Wat.
Because Shakti's not even farmable yet, so it's kind of like...
Yeah. That's why I stopped her at Gear 8. I'm like, I'll wait until she's farmable, then I'll start doing the stupid cryotech thing. And then clones, I'm still waiting to see everything. I'm waiting to see all the reworks before I start making, the full investment, right? Going the full Monty to do something with.
It wouldn't be that bad, because you can still use their ships for GK.
Yeah, you can. So... But yeah, if I'm going to pick anybody out of that, I think Wat would be the one I would work on now.
Yeah.
So damn good. I've seen some footage from people, some wells I know, and I'm like, oh my sweet Jesus.
The Mandalore footage of Wat.
Oh, God. I'm like, Mandy, I hate you so much, man. All right, Finn, get out of you, son of a... Not only will I kick your ass with your mom, then your mom's going to cook me a delicious Indian traditional meal, and I'm going to love it. And we'll just sit there and laugh and drink tea and share good stories together. If you guys didn't see Finn Buzzers, oh my God. If you guys didn't see the Wednesday night stream yesterday, we had lots of photos of all of us as younger. Them much younger, me somewhat younger. when I was in a band and when I was in the military, and then we had young Grande, and then Pablo Picasso, shirtless Grande, and then we had Finn when he was like 2 or 3. Oh my god, the bow tie looks so miserable. And then we had a great photo of McVenom. We had a birthday photo of Loki, so it was fun, sharing that stuff with you guys last night. It was Finn's picture was priceless, man. I looked at that like, oh my god, that is the best picture ever, dude. No, I'm gonna kick your butt too. You too? Why would I, man? You're my boy. You probably helped me beat the crap out of Finn. Yeah, that's good. That's true, Dr. Feelgood. How is that different from your British accent, Finn? That's a good point. Dr. Tronic says, I'm so drained of all resources, gears, zetas, and megas. My next 20 megas are spoken for. Pretty much. He just Finn. Simple. I just call it my British accent. Every time Finn does an accent, it's always in the Indian telemarketer voice. No, you cannot do that, my friend. He does it every time. And just when I think he's going to do a voice, he does that same exact voice. It's like, oh my god.
Every impression.
Pretty much every impression. What else did he throw? Wait, you mean that was Finn when he was a kid? I thought that was a picture of him before he grew the beard. Pretty much. Little Finn, that was fantastic. Then we even had baby pork Finn. The memes have been fantastic, guys, in the meme channel. I haven't checked today, but oh my god, someone did something with Finn that I just about threw up. I was laughing so hard.
EA console.
Let's see, memes. I'm trying to see if there's been anything else added.
It was a little while ago. I think it was a EA console, but it was a credit card machine.
Yeah, Finn, the chosen one. They put a picture of Finn's face on a baby porg. It's fantastic. So yeah. Well, Finn, I hate to tell you this, but you were a kid, brother. So that's how it works. CBO97 with his alley code says, can you look at my Malik mods? What should I change? Well, let's look at it real quick. Let's look at those Malik mods. Let's put that in there for our good friend CBO. 529611615. Let's take a look. Well, the potency one I'm trying to figure out, I guess it's because it's got protection. Defense with protection. I'm fine with all this. Protection with more protection. And protection. Yeah, so what's your stats? Pretty solid. I don't have any problem with this. I mean, for Gear 11, that's really good.
Yeah, Gear 11, 5
stars?
5 star,
yeah, man. Those are really jump up once you start getting them 6 and 7 star, and you can take them to 12. That'll be a nice set for you moving forward. So, yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
With only 149 speed, though, is the only downside.
I know, but, he just...
Yeah.
Maybe all he's got, so... Yeah, I'm cool with it, bro. I think that's a good job. That's perfectly the way, if you're going to go... But if you can get some tenacity with some of those protection, maybe those are your best protection mods, period. If you get some tenacity on them, maybe that'll help you out a little bit. So yeah.
A little more speed if you could, too.
Yeah, possible, but we work with what we got.
Yeah.
So, no, that's a good job, CBO. Finn, I hate to tell you this, but when you shave, you still look like you're in your 30s, not 10. But then people don't believe that I'm 44, so... More water. Delicious. Full of vitamins and minerals. Little H2O. But yeah, keep your questions coming, guys. Keep your questions coming. Keep your roster review questions. All that stuff. We're probably go another hour. We'll see how it goes. If you get a lot, we'll keep going. If not, then we'll shut it down right around 7. Hanging out with you guys, give you something to listen to. I'll do another modding session on Saturday to make it for the one I missed on Monday. I know you guys appreciate these. They help you out. And that's why we do it. If you'd like to donate to support the cause and the effort, then feel free to donate. If you'd like to become a Patreon and get all the benefits of being a Patreon, you can do that too. There's all kinds of great stuff that we're doing for you guys, especially if you love the content.
I don't know if you missed it, but Wynn had a question up a little bit.
Did they? Maybe I missed that. When was that?
Just above Dr. Feels Goods about Finn's British accent.
Oh, okay, yeah. Question: I have a Gear 13 crew and First Order Stormtrooper. Should I continue on my quest in Gear 13
Kylo Ren?
I think you're fine where you're at. I mean, I don't think Gear 13 regular Kylo Ren really gets anything that warrants me saying, yeah, you should do it. I mean, you got the 2 tanks that I care about done.
Only reason why you would probably do it is for the extra speed.
Maybe, yeah.
You get some physical damage in armor pen and physical crit.
I mean, you could. If you want to do it, go for it. But
15% health steal, potency, and tenacity.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Never mind, get him 13. Jesus Christ. I didn't know he got all that. God damn.
With 300 physical crit chance,
yeah,
50 armor pen, 340 physical damage.
Yeah, that's stupid. Skywalker Vader, Finn, even with the beard, I would still ask for your ID at the liquor store. I don't know if you... Yeah, if someone's got a beard, it's hard for me to ID them. Like, yeah, you're an old crusty bitch.
Yeah, there's people when I was in high school, 18, 17, who had full beards.
I know. Doc Ravage, do you think they will rework the old Jedi, and which tins would be the top of the list? Mace. Please, God in heaven.
Mace, Luminara.
Yeah,
Platoon.
I think some of those might get a rework for the upcoming Lightside GOTV if they're going to make it a part of that.
Especially the ones that were in the GOTV in episode 2.
Yeah. It makes sense. They're going to get some more clone troopers in. I think Lightside GOTV is going to be pretty intense with the Jedi and the clones and GR and things of that nature. So, yeah. Dark Side of That's No Moon. I thought this was mini roster reviews with Ranger, not mini roster reviews with Ranger being the guest. What do you mean? It's me. I'm into doing that. Darth Revan's here just hanging out and doing that. So, yeah. Well, I like to have people on. We've had Algie on before hanging out with me and stuff. Yeah, we're hanging out, man. Dark Side of the Moon. Doing what we do. I'm not the guest of my own stream. Dark Side of the Moon. That's no moon, I'm sorry. That's a space station. I could bring Finn in here, Dark Side, if it's what you'd like. What?
I wonder who's referring to Finn in the chat taking over.
Good. Oh, God. I hope not. Finn sucks. Jeez, I can't put it the other way. Stupid Finn. Finn's poo-poo. No, I'm joking. Finn's not. He's a great guy. Alright, don't start that pork shit with me now, Slasher and Rhodes. Let's get that crap out of here. If you want to go do pork stuff, you and Finn can get a room. I'm not putting up with that. No. Alright, Finn, I'll delete your ass. You better not start that crap, Finn. I'm in no mood for the pork crap today. Oh, Lord. Dark Side of the Moon, Finn can slash and go play with porgs, and Finn can read your story. They do make good sandwiches, Darth Revan. That's a good point. Stupid Finn. Oh, Lord. Well, I'm sorry, chat, that Finn is...
Hostile takeover?
Yeah. I could delete him. But I'm not going to. So if you guys want to ignore Stupid Finn, please put in your questions about your rosters and questions about the game in general, or comments, anything like that. We're reading it all. So, Forbidden Shadow Alliance, Dago, Porg. Oh, Christ, here we go. I'm just going to ignore all the poor crap and just get to your actual questions and stuff, guys. So I won't read any of that. So, because Porgs make me very not happy.
I wonder what they're going to do with the relics, though. Are they going to, like, implement them as after you get attuned to Gear 13, you unlock, like, a mission you have to complete to get the relic?
Or you just as good as mine.
It would be neat, though, if you had to actually acquire the relic after gearing it to 13.
I don't know, man. It's ugh. So, bleh.
Make it like Gear 13 difficulty.
It's stupid. It's just,
So like Gear 13 tunes can complete it, but like Gear 12s would struggle at getting it.
yeah, I don't know. It just, we'll see. All good, valid points. I just have no earthly damn idea.
Yeah, no one really knows.
It's just like, we'll wait and see what they announce and how it's going to work, and then we can break it down further.
Because they did mention that you had to acquire them. So I don't know if that's just you get 13 and you get them.
Yeah, I mean, it just appears. You're like, hey, you can work on this now. Yippee! Patrick Doc's Access just to start thinking about mods and team comps for the new clones. How do you think Porgs will fit? Okay, Jesus. Sorry, Patrick, you lost me when you did that. Damn you, Patrick. I thought it was a legit question, then I saw the rest from like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Porg in there.
Oh, God, Caltor, I hope that's not the case. He said Relic nodes and Relic energy. Sweet Jesus, I hope not.
I don't think so. Because every tune's going to have a unique one, so they can't really... Unless it's random, you get one random relic for one Gear 13 tune you have. You can't get duplicates or something.
I don't know. That's... Ugh. Yeah, it's not good. I hope that...
I did like the light side, dark side colors, though, for the portraits.
Mm-hmm. Not to start filtering this crap with all this Porg nonsense. I'm not reading any more of that. Yeah, we know Doc Ravage there said it would take old gear, but what else will it take? We don't know. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Could always throw the old curveball at you, the old spitter. The old spitball. Throw one that you weren't expecting. Hey, we don't want to joke about that.
They'll find a way to make
yes,
money
it
off
is.
of it, though.
I know. Yes, I agree, Caltor. It's quite ridiculous. Just thinking about it just causes consternation and pain. What else says, oh, hey, I'll take whatever I can get. I'm not proud. Yeah, I don't think any of us are proud. We'll take whatever we can get our hands on, right? Oh, goodness.
The Finn's comment.
Oh, I'm ignoring all that.
He was like, now for intro.
No, I just don't care, you know? Oh, good, he's leaving. Jesus.
Yeah, it's him leaving.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the Porg nonsense that's been placed into my chat. I agree, Skywalker Vader. He says, Relics, I think it's just a bad timing right now. We don't really need them right now. Mods have to be addressed. Yeah, that was part of my...
3 months, 4 months maybe for Relics, but a little too soon.
Yeah, I agree. Dark Side of That's No Moon. I saw you guys are doing Borderlands 2 on Twitch. Are you guys planning on streaming Borderlands 3? We are. New games on the pipe. I'm doing Naruto right now, but Fallen Jedi Order I will definitely be streaming and playing. Finn's going to be doing Borderlands 3. We also do Tactical Monsters. I know a lot of people don't know that about our channel, but we do a lot of stuff and work with that company a lot. Putting out new video, new content for that game. But I don't talk about it enough, because there's a Tactical Monster crowd that watches us, so there's that. I'm mainly focused on the Galaxy Hero. I mainly handle the Star Wars side of them. You know, the 3 things I focus hard is Star Wars stuff, Naruto stuff now, and then D&D every Sunday doing the D&D campaign. So that's always something I'm busy.
Definitely looking forward to Fallen Order.
It's another mobile game, the Dark Side of the Moon. Or That's No Moon.
Yeah. I think it's also an anime.
It could be, I don't know. Dr. Gonzo, last thing we need right now is more separation of Gear 13 compared to Gear 12. Well, that's what's coming. Patrick says, Relics seem really stupid to introduce right now with such issues as the new Gear 13 and mods. Nice try, Patrick, but I saw it and I'm ignoring it. But yeah, I'm not familiar enough with Tactical Monsters, but we do stuff like that. I do like lore videos. I'm waiting to see what the new characters are. I've had some ideas for new lore videos. Not that a lot of people watch them, but that's okay. I do that just for you guys for fun that do want to watch that. Dr. Guns, it's going straight pay to win, and I think many will quit because of it. It could be. We'll see how it plays out.
I wouldn't say straight pay to win, but if you're not focused,
we've got enough endgame crap already on our plates. It seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has CG looked in mods or talked about lately or post? You guys recall? Nope, not to my recollection.
Nothing. Nothing really since like mods 2.0.
McTweet, the game is on fire and CG is throwing gas and napalm on it, thinking it will fix the fire. That's a good point. Elliot Worsfold, hey buddy. He says, I really hope the relics are attached to a new game mode as reward instead of something else to grind. I'd happily play a TB raid type mode for relic type shards, but grinding, ugh. Hey Gap Pete says, hey Ranger and Pete's got my 7-star trade today. It was a long road, yes indeed.
Definitely was a long road when I got it.
Dark Side says first relics, next maintenance mode. Could be. We'll see. They keep introducing new stuff, but there's still stuff in this game that needs to be fixed and addressed, and that's my concern. Especially with mods. I think mods is just a mitigated disaster. So
they need to limit at least some of the RNG from it. Maybe not get rid of it altogether, but a little bit.
Well, you can't DX it, right? You can't start from scratch. It's too much investment into it, but you can tweak it and fix it to where it just makes more sense.
Or going up from 6E, you choose one stat to boost or something instead of it being random.
Yeah, the randomness is what's the most frustrating thing. Darkside says, I hope not, but they're really pumping up in-game stuff. Kind of scares me. Well, hopefully they take the brakes off for a little bit. Between GAC and Lightside GOTB coming up and Darkside Geo just being introduced, we just got Gear 13. Now they're doing Relics. They need to put the brakes on for a while.
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't mind if they do a raid. A raid would be fine, in my opinion. But, Christ in heaven.
Could have been worse when the game first came out, where there was only the Heroic Pit.
Oh, I know, but we were so fascinated with that. We were like, that kept us busy for a little bit.
And then you had Heroic AAT, and that was the only two things really to do.
I know, we were
the longest time.
I know.
They had no endgame content then.
Yeah. No, I don't want a ship raid, Doc Ravage. Ships are. Yeah.
I don't think there's enough capital ships or ships in general to do a ship raid.
No, not even
and
close.
I believe it's one of their lowest income in stuff too is ships.
Well, it's so Heckle and Jai and Heckle. Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, it's one point they work on it, then they disappear. They don't do anything. Then they do stuff, and then it disappears. It's like make up your mind on what you want to do with ships and what you want to do moving forward. I think
that's why most don't whale out on ships because they have the time to get it.
Well, it's
be months before something else comes out.
And the problem with ships is that you have to make a decision sometimes, ships or characters. Well, 9 times out of 10, we're going to go with characters because there's much more involved with the characters and more aspects of the game than ships. So it's. Kazakage tweet says, I'm here. Well, glad to have you here, Kazakage. Doc Ravage, do it with a horde mode. Take as many ties down as you can before you die. That might be something.
Don't read the next one.
Oh, I already saw it ahead of time. I'm ignoring Patrick. Well, I saw the last one. I just skipped the word. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate him too.
Yep.
It was fun. I got to hang out with Kazakage and help him get his Malik. It helped a lot of people get their Maliks. A lot of people were frustrated, and I was on a lot of calls doing Malik events, which I was more than glad to do.
I wish I was doing calls. My people in Guild were just like, here's my password, log in and get it for me.
No, forget that.
They're like, I'm hungover and drunk. Can you do it?
Gaff P says, Relics? Man, that post was scary biscuits. I like it could be tied to an event or raid or maybe a side quest in JAC. Oh, you're more than welcome, my friend. Kazakaki, you're more than welcome. I'm glad to do it. I'm glad I was able to help as many people as I could with the with getting Malik. The video helped a lot of people, and those that just couldn't quite figure it out, I was doing Zoom calls like a mug and helping them get it, walking them through, and that's what we do here. So keep your questions coming in, keep your comments coming in. If you want me to look at your roster, something on your roster, put your ally code in. You know, Patreons, you get first crack at it. If you'd like to make a donation, you are more than welcome to make a donation. Support the cause because you like the content and stuff that we're doing. That's what we do here at RSG. If you'd like to become a Patreon, feel free to. We got the Patreon stuff. We're getting ready to do a workshop tomorrow. We're going to be talking about mods with our purple VIPs and higher. Purple level Patreons, things of that nature. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. This is what, tomorrow the 23rd? Yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. We got a couple other ones scheduled coming up as well. Which status should Malik get first from SWGOH? That would be Jaws of Life.
Yeah, Jaws.
Dark Side of That's No Moon. Do you guys get the feeling CG's reason for pumping out all this endgame subs that they are afraid of losing players to the newer mobile games that have been released, like Raid SL, Marvel Strike First, Saloon? Competition always breeds more content. I think that's a healthy thing. I think Marvel Strike Force has kind of got its crowd. It lost a lot of people that were like, this game's stupid. I think Raid and the Loon, they'll have a particular crowd. I like the fact that there are other mobile games and it is pushing it, but the problem without pushing out content too fast, too soon, is that you can overwhelm your player base. If it's not good, it'll turn them off. So it's a tough balancing thing. You can get burnout. If it becomes too much too soon, like it kind of feels right now with the Relics coming out, then we already discussed this earlier in the stream of just how daunting it just seems to be adding relic pieces. I mean, I like the fact that Gear 13 is going to be the foreseeable future. That's not a timeline that really makes sense to me because the foreseeable future is a little ambiguous. So, yeah, what are you thinking? You know, could have just said the rest of 2019. I'm like, okay, well, at least I know January 1st, 2020, you know. So, but that's a good observation, Dark Side of the That's No Moon.
I think they are not too afraid, though, just because of Star Wars fans in general.
Sure. It is what it is. Yeah, but keep your stuff coming.
They might lose some spending from players to the other games.
Possibly.
Players will still play Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
They're not spending.
Let's see. Let's get some more. I just realized my energy's maxed out. I wanted to get some more. I need some stun guns.
I hate it when mine's maxed out. Like, spend at least 10 or 20 or so.
Yeah, I just spend it all at once, just for my daily.
It'll depend, like, if when guild resets happening. If it's, like, soon, I'll just spend a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just knock it out.
I hate being at camp. I hate watching, like, streamers and it's, like, all max energy. I'm like, really?
Yeah, but for me, like, it's... I spend my energy at certain parts of the day and stuff, so...
I just don't do much. I just stay at home dad, so...
Yeah, I get my 600, and I time it to where I get the most bang for my buck for what I'm working on and stuff, so... Doc Ravage says, seems so weird to do the relics when there's no characters to farm. Maybe they think we will enjoy farming a lightsaber instead of a character. Well, we're going to get more characters. Make no mistake about Doc Ravage. We're going to get some new clones. We're going to get maybe some new Jedi for this light side GOTB. Plus, we've got the movie coming soon at the end of this year, so there's going to be a slew of new characters in there, and we're going to be looking back like, remember when we were getting characters? Look at all these characters we got to work on again. So.
Yeah, the Clone Wars. Might get a bunch more characters from that. We have the Mandalore TV series.
Yeah, there could be. There's a lot of ways they can go with the
Episode
movie.
9.
Yeah,
we're gonna be swamped in characters, and that's probably starting like September.
Yeah. Kazakage too easy. When will XR Kun come to the game? I don't know. Whenever they could go back and look at the Old Republic era, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I would.
It's one of my favorite Sith.
Relic, Jedi following the Sith.
Relic Cup medic incoming. Yeah, we pray to God not. That was from Dark Side of That's No Moon. No. Dr. Gonzo says, time to hoard gear and crystals again. I'm hoarding crystals, but I've still got to get my Separatist gear, so I'm not quite there yet.
Hoarding a little bit, just still spending to gear stuff up if I need finishing last 10 pieces or something.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to get Geonosian Bird Alpha done, and I've got to get these Geos done. And I can take Soldier to 12 right now. Pretty close to Sunfac, but it's like, good lord. I'm going to get the Geos to 12 and get my Separatists all gear 12 and squared away so I can do, the GOTB and help my guild. And then I'll move on to doing, probably I'll be going right to left side characters for GOTB. I'll be working on clones and new characters and Jedi and that.
There's already whales in my guild already starting gear 13 light side.
Foolish Forces feels bad for newer players like me. I already have 1 million things to work on with 0 credits. Yeah, it's a daunting thing. You just take it one thing at a time, brother. It's one step at a time. Torn Jack says the crystal hoarding is starting to pay off. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I will start crystal hoarding. I've got my characters in a good spot. So I was investing. I'm investing 100 crystals every day for Sith Marauder so I can get a good amount of his shards. He's almost done, and I like to gear him up as well. McTweet says I've got 40k CR6. Oh Jesus, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, crystals. That's what I thought you meant. I was like, was that a gear piece? That's a lot. Damn.
Yeah.
Like, I bet crystals.
I was like CR6? What did he mean by that?
Maybe I'll hoard crystals for a bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. But with all the stuff being released, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, if you're free to play and you want to stay current, you kind of have to hoard to a degree.
Yeah, I do need to start hoarding a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Torn Jack says, only a couple of Separatists left to gear 12, then I can move on to GR. Very nice. My GR is already gear 12, so that's a plus for me. So now it's just getting the Separatists squared away. So at least I'll have the GR team squared away. Jedi Brevin and all my Rebels are squared. And it'll just be about doing clones and some stuff. So light side won't be as bad as dark side was. Because when they announced that, I was like, oh my god. I got to work on all this stuff. So been kind of pushing the envelope. Especially that Jordica and B1 farm. God in heaven. That was painful. I'm glad.
Watch Shakti be worse.
Oh, God. I hope she's Cantina. Jesus. Yes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Keep your comments, keep your questions in. Keep your roster review questions coming in. We're doing all of it. Torrin Jackson thinking about supplementing Shakti with some shipments. Yeah, you might. We'll see how it plays out. If she's Cantina, then I'll do like I did with Geonosian Brood Alpha and then spend 300 crystals a day and just farm the crap out of her. I got my Geonosian Brood Alpha done pretty reasonable amount of time. So, yeah. But I know Xylo does that a lot of times when he works on a character. He'll supplement that crystals. He just gets a tons of crystals and puts them toward a character. Dark Side of the That's No Moon. Have you guys thought about doing like a game review of the week? I think it'd be cool to watch RC Crew review new PC and mobile games. We've talked about it. We haven't had time yet to do that. Maybe that's something we do down the line, but it has been discussed, Dark Side. Yuta, why does RNG hate me? I don't mean to break this to you the heart. As nice as I can, Yuta. RNG hates everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one, buddy. Skowit's 501st tag is incoming. Do you think any other clone groups are on the horizon? 212th maybe? No, I think they're just going to stick with the 501st. I don't think they're going to go 212 or
this year. Maybe next year they might add 212 or something.
We'll see. I don't really see anything like that coming down the pipe yet. But it could Skowit's come sooner than we think. But wouldn't shock me, but I don't think so at the moment. Yeah, they did go a lot faster toward them. Same with mine when I did the hundreds. So that it helped big time with Geonosian Brood Alpha. RNG, yes, it sucks. I'm not reading what you read, Dark Side. Diddle Papayas question. So far, I have one character, Darth Revan at Gear 13. Should I bring one or two other tunes from Arena to Gear 13 or some others at Gear 12? Get your Malik and your Bass at Gear 13. Yeah. Either, I don't know. I swear it's been out to get me this week. Well, if it's out to get you, it's certainly getting my ass. You saw my luck with RNG this week so far. It's been pretty brutal. Trust me, Utah. It hates us all equally. No matter what I do, it turns out to be pretty poopalicious.
I tend to mass do my mods most of the time. Do mass quantities.
Yeah. I had someone do that the other day and we're like, I got nothing. I'm sorry.
I just feel like I have better luck though when I do 30 mods, Vice doing 4 or 5 here and there.
Yeah. The No Papayas Malik is 5 stars, so Gear 11 is maxed. Then do Basil at least. Get her going. The extra speed and stuff from her is pretty nice, man. Kazakage, will we ever get Darth Malgus? Bane or Young Yoda or Mace with hair? No. Malgus, maybe. Bane, possibly. Young Yoda and Mace with hair? No.
No.
They're not going to do that. Not for the foreseeable future. Maybe next year, Malgus and Bane come into the game.
Bane would be nuts.
Yeah, that would be badass to have Bane. What version of Bane? I don't know. I mean, there's different iterations of Bane.
It would have to be the one where he's has his apprentice on it.
Yeah, it would be after
with the crystals.
It would be after the Battle of Hoth. Well, he didn't get that till right after that, where he got the armor.
Yeah.
And then there was a version of him without that. So.
With the armor would be pretty neat to have him in that.
Yeah. I think Darth Malgus could come in, but I don't know. That's a. They would do that. Malgus is a pretty famous character with Old Republic. I could see that. Bane, less so, but you never know.
But Bane was in the Clone Wars series.
Yeah, his spirit. That's why he's officially canon. Now, it's funny, when I did the lore series on Bane, there's the canon side, which is nothing. It just says you had to visit him, there's a bunch of little stuff, and that's it. Then you go to the non-canon side, and then it gets into the books and stuff, which is crazy.
A lot.
Yeah. So officially, the stuff that I covered is not canon. Bane is canon, but his backstory is not. Isn't that crazy? So, the books that are out there are not canon. Just that Bane
depends on what Disney accepts. His backstory is canon. Or
yeah, that's what's up to them. Darkside said, I heard Grim talk about a newer game called First Summoner the other day, and I want to play it. Kind of curious about it. I don't know anything about that. Grim likes to check out new stuff, so if you're curious about it, maybe someone in chat's tried it, maybe we'll let you know, but check it out yourself. I always, something has to appeal to me before I go looking at it, so I usually, I'll hear words, but then I'll look at what it is, and I'm like, does that appeal to me? Yes, no, and then make my own mind
watch the
about
trailer video of it or whatever.
I have not read the newest Thrawn book yet, Dr. Ravage. No, I mean to, but I'm trying to remember the last one I read. What was the new? I read the new one that came out 2 years ago. The one Timothy's on, the new one. But I have not read the latest one. No. Keep your comments coming. We're talking the shop, talking to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're doing mini roster reviews. If you want me to look at your roster, please do. If you have questions about the game, you can put those in. If you have just something you want to talk about, put it in there. We're reading all the comments. We're hanging out. I'm just working on my roster and stuff. We can talk Star Wars. We can talk whatever you guys want to talk about within limits. Let's see if I missed anything in the stores. No, it's all poop. Poop. Today was a poop store day right now.
Just got my Spirit to Gear 12
Very
yesterday.
nice. She's so good. God damn, she's so good.
I was like, I needed to gear her up. I was like, I'll finish her off.
Yeah, she's just so good. Hey, Proper Catch. Says, hey, Ranger. Hey, back at you, brother. Glad to have you here, my friend. We're just chilling out, Proper Catch. Glad to have you aboard, brother. So,
definitely not a fan of stun guns on the Separatist, though.
It is what it is. What is this piece on GS Soldier? Is it just carbon tape? What is this? Oh, it's that.
get your soldier done.
I could, but I need 2 of those for Brood Alpha. Yeah, I'll think about it. Nice try, Patrick. No. Little Papayas. A lot of ratings on my alt account are Bastila Jedi. Can you give some options aside from Nine Sisters to beat them without the Revens or Padme? Not a lot of healthy options. Bastila Jedi with Yoda probably and stuff. Without Night Sisters, without Darth Revan. Traya does pretty solid.
Geos, maybe?
Geos would be solid.
General Grievous, droids.
Grievous definitely would chew that up. First Order, new. Troopers, new. JTR, no. JTR could control it. CLS will eat that alive. So there's some thoughts there. Nest, yeah, you could do Nest.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to keep hitting her and pissing her off. It's like, Nest would be like, wee. Yeah, I like Nest. That would be cool. I don't have a problem with that. Alright. We're going to go about another 30 minutes, so get your questions in, get your roster review questions in. If you'd like to make a donation, we do have Creator's Cup plenty in the middle there. So feel free to donate if you like the content and you'd like to support the channel. If you'd like to tie it into a roster review, you can. Remember Patreon so we can look at your stuff. So yeah. A tweet. One of our patrons, I think, says, I just got to Division 2 and need 8 squads for defense. What do I set? Okay, let's look at it. 8 teams, hey? Remember, I always lean that if you don't have enough teams, we're going to go offense. So if I don't find enough there, tweet that may be your cause. Just have some 4 badass guys up front and then crap in the back. 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 9, 5, 5, 5. Alright, teams. What can you use on defense? Well, you have both Revens on your team. Oh, okay. Darth Revan. Let's see how he looks to your Sith Empire. That's usually one team I like to put on defense. You kind of can go both ways. That's good enough. You got Malak, so you can use that on defense. What are some other teams you can go with?
His boss is 259, so maybe.
Yeah, Bounty Hunters. That's 2.
He's not using Django, though. His Django's only gear 7.
And it's still good enough.
Still decent.
Yeah. First Order, new. Not even. That could be a backline scrub team you put in the back, just as a placeholder.
Maybe behind Darth Revan or something.
Yeah. I know. GR you can put on defense. I don't like that. I like to keep more for offense. Same thing with Troopers. Night Sisters, how they look. They look great. That's definitely a team you can put down. Your Separatists, how do they look? Yeah, you can go Grievous and you could go Geos. Put your Geos behind your Night Sisters. You can put your Grievous down the front or back as well. So we got Sith, we got Bounty Hunters, we got
Old Republic.
Grievous. We've got, okay, we can go Old Republic. We got Geonosians. So I'll say Old Republic. Let's go down the line. Bounty Hunters, Sith Empire, 2 Separatist teams. Night Sisters, First Order, that's 7. Need another team, huh? How are we looking on Scoundrels overall? You could go, yeah. You could go as a backline team. It's not there yet, but this is a placeholder as well. You could go Kira, L3 Vandor. With, who else are you going to put on there? Stormtrooper Han, is he any? No, it's not quite there. He's gear 10. You could do that. Stormtrooper Han with, like, somebody. That could be a placeholder team until you get, Lando Calrissian, something with Scoundrel tag. You could put that. That's 8 teams right there that we just listed off. So, there you go, McTweet. So, we got Bounty Hunters, Sith Empire. First Order is a possible scrub team in the back. But Night Sisters with Geos, Grievous, Old Republic, You can put down the scoundrel team. So there, that gives you some ideas. But yeah, keep everything else for offense. I'd keep GR, Jedi Revan, JTR, CLS, Treya, Palpatine, all those guys for offense. Your troopers. Patrick put his allocated. I don't think Wampa is best there. Okay, let's go look at this real quick. But yeah, go with that big tweet. That should help you out, brother. All right.
Like Wampa's best there, as in what?
Yeah, I don't understand what we're looking at.
Oh, his arena team? That's what I'm guessing.
No, yeah. That's not what he was wanting me to look at. Just going to click out of that. You're welcome, McTweet. Yeah, that was not a legit thing there, Darth Vader. We've been trolled. You saw the yes. Gappy question. I have a 7-star L1G1 range trooper, Night Sister Spirit, and IPD. They all have been useful additions. I'm gearing Separatists to gear 12 when I need to work on GR. Should I gear them up in between or stay on target? Stay on target, GFP.
Yeah, stay on target. If you spread too thin, it just takes a little longer.
Dark Side of That's No Moon. Were you guys able to get the money raised to your remod's roster? No one's messaged me. I don't know if they did or not. You have to talk to the folks. You know, either Remod pays me or someone's paying me to do that damn roster. I am not doing that for free. So that's on you. If someone wants to take charge of that and make that happen, I'll do it. I'll do it on the air. It'll be labor intensive, and I'm gonna get. Yeah, if it's paid for, I'll do it, but I'm not doing it for free, and I'm not going to spend 6 hours doing something like that for free. So, yeah, it usually takes me 3 to 5 hours, depending on the level of the GP, how many mods I got in the inventory, and where their mods are at. Some are a little bit, but typically it's all in. And when I do it, I mean it's all in. Because I know they want to log back into their account, so I get in, knock it out quickly as possible. Get it squared away, and then we move on.
Yeah, remods take forever to do. If you try remodding your own roster, it takes a couple hours.
But yeah, remods would be a highly labor intensive. Oh boy. You guys have seen the mods he has, and so
depends on how many 3 and 4 mods you can just get rid of by deleting.
Oh, it'd be quite a few, but I have to go through each character, remove them all, right? Because you can't just delete them.
You can filter 3-4 dot mods. And
I don't know if he has them locked or not. If they're locked, then I can't.
Yeah, but you have to unequip all of them. So by unequipping them all, you can still just unlock them as you remove them.
Yeah. Gappy, isn't remods mods easy? Unlock everything, go to sell, select all, start again. Now I wish it was going to be that easy, because you have to make inventory. Probably will have to make space, so you have to go through his regular mods first to make space to get all the 3 and 4 dot mods on, and then go. Oh, it's going to be brutal. So I'm not. But someone wants to pay me, I'll do it. I'll get her done. But yeah. Till someone comes up with the money or Remon decides he wants me to do it, I'm not doing it. So, and so when we go and when I do the Alliance show on Sunday nights, yeah, it's hard to look sometimes. It's so hard, and I just go, oh my god.
You're like, there's a 3 on R2, there's a 4 there's another 3.
It's pretty ugly. I'm gonna do a fleet arena battle. Why not? What else do you think? That's a good call, Ranger. Yes, I agree. But yeah, if someone ponies up the money, I'll do it. He just says, can't wait till I have the money for mine because you might kill me too. Nah, I don't do that. Anybody that's in a remod session with me, I really take the time and get it squared away and explain things and stuff. So. Yeah, I did do one for BCM, so that was good. Alright, Doc Ravage has a roster review. I'll get to those in a second. Do this battle real quick. Sorry. I'll get you squared away here in a sec, Doc. Okay. Alright, doing this fleet battle would be another epic battle. The Millennium Falcon. Let's get my potato head out of here. Oh, dodge. Perfect. Yay, I gotta dodge back. Kiss my ass. Oh, Lord, Finity's back. Well, I don't talk about it. Hi, Finn. I don't know when... Finn, when are we doing Grim's roster review? We need to do that. We were going to have the Angels do it, but that kind of fell through. Possibly all day on September 13th? Okay.
That's Friday the 13th.
Oh, Lordy. What would I do without Finn? Be happy, be successful, enjoy life, get all the cuteness gone, a lot of cool things. Nah, I'm kidding. Finn's my brother. Yeah, Patrick is no longer getting anything read for a while. Finn, that's what's happened. I was ignoring all his stuff, and then he got me the roster. So, yeah. Torrin Jack says they'll be on Galaxy Edge on the 13th. Very nice. So we're wrapping it up. So if you guys have any more questions or comments or anything, we'll go for a few more minutes. I end the stream there. I can relax a little bit before I go do Miss Stream, and then Finn should be up here after that to do whatever Finn does. Magic the Gathering. You guys can all take your poor crap in over there. Get it out of here. Just get out of here. I hate you right now, Finn. I think I'm going to get my revenge. When Finn's doing his stuff, I'm going to really just do some dirty nonsense in his chat. And he can't stop me. They do taste like chicken. We assume you till we don't know. Alright, we're going to do a last round up here, so get your roster review questions in, your questions about the game, any comments you'd like to make, get those
Don't forget
in.
Doc Ravage.
What about Doc? We looked at that already, didn't we?
No, he was asking for a
Gear,
if you gear B team.
Okay, let's look at that. Let's look at it. I'm going to do that for you, Doc. Alright, so if we're looking at this, of all your teams first ordered.
If he's a chance to farm a B tier team.
Yeah, first order, prepared, or troopers. Well, first order's somewhat there. Troopers somewhat there.
Kira's about the same as first order.
Yeah. Stars. Prepared's off the table. So then
Star-wise, I might say troopers.
Troopers.
Because he only needs 6 and 7 stars start, and then they're done star-wise.
Yeah, but his first order is the closest. My fleet commander is first order, thank you. Yeah.
He has 3-star first order executioner, 6-star first order stormtrooper.
Closer to being done. Kira's not even close, so that's.
Yeah.
I would say it's between your first order and your troopers. Depends if you need a team for offense or you need a team down for defense. If that's the case, you can do that.
And
there.
troopers is a 1 Zeta team. First order is a little bit more than 1 Zeta.
Yeah, you could go troopers and then first order. Kira's not even close, so there you go. Danilo Papyrus Ranger, how far are your Sith ships along? They're not. So that's an easy question. Paul just donated $2, but I'm not seeing the message. Oh, there it is. Can you take a look at my Guild Leaders Arena team? If it's the poor one, Paul, I'll be very upset. But yes, I will be more than glad to put the ally code in. Doc says, I do have the shards for Fox. Okay, you can do first order then. But just understand you're going to need more Zetas for first order. But yeah, those two teams are the teams that I would say, Doc, that you could go for. He said, hold up, I have to get his code. Well, we'll see. If it's the Porg one, I already know what it is, Paul, so I'll be playing games. But if it is his, I would be more glad to look at it. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, Lord. 554-577-114.
Haldo, Gear 13.
No, that's Rose, Gear 13.
Yeah, Rose at Gear 13.
Words are hard at the moment. Yeah, I would say so, Paul. Hey, Whittle. That's... Wow.
I would say throw in like R2 or something in there if he has it.
I mean...
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
go CLS.
I mean, words are hard at the moment. Oh my god, I get 13 Rose Tico. Oh no. They need cred mods on her too. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. That's straight troll, man.
That 52k health on her though.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that made my day. Gear 13 Rose Tico. It's hard to... Paul says I've modded her myself. Yeah. Good job. God. Imagine you just running that team. You're like, Revan. Okay, there's a Grievous team. Wait a minute, what's this?
Wait, what?
What? No! No!
I might not attack it just out of pity.
Or just yeah, because imagine if you lost. You're like, what the hell just happened? Mikkel says, I got a guy in my guild that has a Gear 13 low bot. Oh, God.
There's a guy in my guild that has every first order at Gear 13.
I can see first order more, but Rose, Tico, or Lobot is just like that straight trolling, man.
He's
trolling.
A first order fanboy, so he likes all the first orders.
Yeah, and they're pretty good. And they're actually, you read the stats earlier, so,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. What else? 73 question. Which is more emotionally impacting? Gear 13 Rose or Gear 13 Ugnaught? There's at least one Gear 13 Ugnaught. I mean, Ugnaught really sucks. Rose's hatred, she's actually not a bad tune on the Resistance team, but Ugnaught's just poop. They both caused me great suffering. The dark side of the Force. Oh, those are both bad options. That's just when you have an intervention with someone like,
what were you thinking?
So I saw you geared Rose, and I want to help you to not do that again with another character. So we brought all your family and friends. This is a safe place, and we'd like to talk to you about it. So, good Lord. Lord Beertron, Ranger, question, who is the best overall Night Sea leader for defense these days? Thanks. It's still Saj. It's just flat out. Too much stuff on Mother Towers gets resisted, and I like the damage ramp up. Especially once you get Doc at Gear 13. God, she's so good.
And the speed boost from a Saj lead.
Yeah, her leader in PvP is just better. On defense, yeah, Saj is still it, hands down. Lobot too. We can throw Lobot, Ugnaught, Rose. Jesus, God, you imagine just. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I hope he doesn't. Please don't do that, Urs. Oh, wherever you're out there, brother, please don't do that. Yeah, turn meter reduction. Yeah, all good points of why Saj is so badass at Night Sisters, but I'm just shocked at things I've seen today. So with my eyes, the whole new world of what people are doing in this game.
It's like I like Mother Talzin usually better for like PvE content.
Yeah, I usually use
offensive if you depending on the team.
Sure, certain teams she just goes in the Mother Talzin lead and wreck, right? And especially in PvE, Talzin, especially in GOTB, is a nice
there's
lead.
so much health.
The resurrection, the resurrection, the plague, especially through day 1 through 3. Those are really nice. You're welcome, Lord Megatron. No, I'm not, Yuta. Are you gonna Ranger? Are you gonna wake up in a cold sweat, going Gear 13 Rose? Nah, won't. It'll leave my mind. It's just shocking at the moment you see it. McHealth says next Gear 13, Daka or Kenobi. Ooh, let's go look at this. Scott, that's the nicest thing I've ever read. It says, thanks for the stream, Ranger. You guys are a gift to the community. Well, thank you, my friend. We'll look at this real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. What do you got going on your channel there, Darth Revan, since we're getting near the end here?
I just did the Relics today. I did the reworks for the clones yesterday. Might put some more KOTOR 1 videos up.
Okay. Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, that's the moon question. Hey, Ranger, the word of the rumor mill is possibly General Skywalker heroic legendaries on the horizon. Thoughts? I don't buy it. I don't think that's coming.
I can see it. Because they did give Ahsoka the 501st, but they didn't give Anakin it though.
Well, then they didn't give it to Kenobi either. So
yeah,
I'll wait and see. All right, do we want to go Gear 13 Daka, or we want to go Gear 13?
I would say Daka because he already has a Asajj Gear 13.
Let me see. Yeah, get that dock at Gear 13, baby. She's incredible, Gear 13. With your Asajj Gear 13, sweet Jesus, yep. Rooster Darth Revan got a link to your channel in Discord. Pop that in the chat for the folks.
Yep.
So we'll do that. I know. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, watch me be wrong and pop in, but I just don't see them do anything.
And there is a few videos
general.
in the Discord too.
Yeah, I just don't see it. You're welcome, McHealth. Yeah, it is Daldaka. She's so goddamn good. God, she's so good at Gear 13.
Especially if you can get her health way up there, so it just adds faster.
Stupid. Because every time one of them dies, especially your zombie, she starts pumping up the health, man. It just makes her a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, Traya still kicks their ass. Let's just be real about it, guys. Traya, even at Gear 12, will still go in and raffle stomp the Night Sisters.
I wonder what a Gear 13 Spirit would do to Traya.
It just, if you keep Foresight off for not much, you know, I mean, that's the
I'm
thing.
saying how hard a Spirit's going to hit.
Yeah, but you're still, you know, I mean, you can go in there. I went in there with my 4-man team with my Maul, and then I faced one in TW, and I was like, win. And I actually went there with Dooku too, so I was really controlling them because it was a complete Gear 13 Night Sister squad I was facing. No, Zombie wasn't Gear 13. I think 4 of them were Gear 13, and you know, I isolated the Zombie like I always did, and just wrecked, killed Asajj, and then I just went down the line. It was pretty easy. But yeah, Night Sisters, they get a little bit beefier, a little bit harder. But yeah, Trey is still just a hard counter to them. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. They just have too many ways to control you, and the Night Sisters just, you know, the plague just goes away, and that's their big thing, especially with all the damage they're doing and stuff. I mean, the turn meter thing, but I mean, any debuffs they get on disappear. So, and it just why Trey is so good against the Night Sisters. GR is really good against the Night Sisters too. They're just like, plague, get out of here.
I would say Mother Talzin does better against Traya than Asajj does, though.
It can. The resurrecting and stuff like that can be a kind of a pain in the ass, but I still don't.
Especially if you get enough.
But you know,
plague up.
Yeah, it just depends on the plague and stuff. But even then, it still gets debuffed and stuff. So
yeah,
so
it's not hard. It's just a little more annoying.
Deno Papayas, my Darth Revan is speed 328 and my Bastila 291. Is that relatively fast or middle of the pack? Revan's above average. Bastila's below average. Bastila overall speed needs to be above 300, ideally above 310. So one character is kicking ass, and the other one's a little behind the curve. But
yeah,
no,
Bastila's at 301 and it's slow for my shard.
But if you can have your Darth Revan fast, that's always a good counter, especially if some of the people are doing the Darth Revan, trying to do the Darth Revan Malik thing. If you can get your Darth Revan going off and get that shock going and stuff, it can really put a crinkle in their stuff. So I think you're fine with where you're at now. Yeah, Slashman Rhodes agrees. All right, so we're going to call this one done, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate all the kind comments. I'm glad we were able to do all the roster we were doing today. Make sure you check out our Patreon, take advantage of that, become a Patreon, and get all the advantages of that. If you need your mods remodded, look me up on Discord for a modding session. But with that, we're going to call this one done. Make sure you give us a thumbs up before you head out. Subscribe. Make sure you check out our boy Darth Revan 1023's channel. And with that, we're going to end it. So I'll be back at 9:30 tonight with our good friend Miss Passier. So we're gonna end the stream now. So thank you for stopping in. Hit the thumbs up. Check out Darth Revan's channel. And with that, bid you adieu, and we'll see you later on.